Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to today's practice. Starting in seated pose with the eyes closed down, hands gently resting on our knees, quietening the mind, bringing our hands to prayer position at heart center, setting an intention for our practice today. Just taking a moment to get in tune with our breath. And then we're just going to cross one knee over the other, bringing the feet to the side of the hips, taking a deep breath in and then forward folding over the top of our legs. You can stay up on the hands here. We can wrap your arms around your knees, or you can drop your head to your knee and gently rest it. Coming down onto the forearms. If you want to sink a little bit deeper into this pose. And then slowly coming back up, unraveling the legs, and then crossing the legs the other way. Taking a deep breath in, and on the exhale, folding forward, taking chest towards the top leg. Pulling our body forward with our arms. And trying to sink a little bit deeper, maybe coming down onto the forearms. Receiving a beautiful deep stretch through the glute muscles. And when you're ready, slowly rolling up out of this pose. Taking the right leg long, bending the left leg over the top and hugging the left knee in towards the chest. We're just going to turn our gaze to the side, sitting up nice and tall. This is just stretching a different part of the glute. Taking both legs long and then crossing the right knee, right leg over the left, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Just creating a little bit of heat through our butt muscles and our hips and our legs. Taking both legs long and then tucking up the right heel in towards the pelvis. Left leg goes long. Taking a deep breath, running the left arm down the left leg and bringing the right arm up and over. Inhaling through the nose, and on the exhale, trying to walk the fingers a little bit further along. Changing legs Left foot tucks in, right leg goes long, right arm walks down the right leg, left arm comes overhead. And you should feel a stretch not only in the back of the leg but in the side of the body. And we're just going to build up some fluidity, some movement through our lower back now as we roll through 5 cat-cows. So just breathing in as we take our gaze high, dropping our belly towards the floor. Exhaling as we roll through the shoulders and the back. Inhale into cow. Exhaling into cat pose. Dropping the chest and belly down and then raising the back towards the ceiling. Going back to neutral spine, then walking the hands long out in front. I'm going to sink our chest towards the mat. Just gently resting our forehead on the mat. Maybe bringing the hands together and pulling them up and over the head just to give a little bit of a stretch in the triceps here. Should feel really nice. And the arms. And placing the arms back down. Another round of breath here. Feeling the stretch through our shoulders and our thoracic. And then slowly and gently coming back to tabletop. Tucking the toes and meeting in downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs. Feeling a beautiful stretch through the calves, behind the knees. And then bringing the forearms down to the mat and coming to dolphin pose. Taking the hips high. And then coming back up onto our hands. We're going to take the left leg long and then bending it to open up the hips. And then bring the knee forward towards the face. And then take the leg back long. Exhaling, bringing the knee forward. Inhaling, taking the leg long. And then place that foot between the hands. You can drop to your back knee if you want to and untuck the toes. Otherwise, keep the back leg raised. You might want to place your hands on that front leg or keep your hands planted. And then placing the right hand next to the left leg, we're going to take the left arm long and just get a little bit of a twist in the body. Untucking the toes of the back leg and then Both legs meet each other in downward facing dog. Changing sides now, right leg goes long. Bending the leg to open up the hips. Bringing the knee forward towards the head. And then taking the leg back long. Placing that foot between the hands. Maybe keeping the back knee off the ground, which will challenge the balance a little bit more. Hands are on knees, and then placing the left hand on the ground, right hand goes long. And then placing both hands on the mat, meeting in downward facing dog. And just walking the feet wide to the outside of the mat, dropping the hips back into our yogic squat. The arms are resting on the inside of the knees, and then slowly coming down to seated position. As we sit in boat pose for a moment, before slowly lowering onto our back. Bringing the feet shoulder width apart, we're just going to push up, take our hips towards the sky as we squeeze the glutes into bridge pose. And then slowly lowering back down. Raising the pelvis high, coming up onto our shoulders, pushing through our arms, engaging our core. And then this time we're going to bring the feet and the legs together, do a closed-legged bridge, pushing the hips as high as they will go. And then slowly lowering the back and the bottom back down to the mat. Maybe hugging the knees in towards the chest. You might want to do some circles, or maybe a reverse pigeon or happy baby while you're down here. Otherwise, just place the feet back onto the mat. You can take the legs long if you like, or take the feet wide and let the knees fall in to each other. Closing down the eyes, we're coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Relaxing the feet, legs, the hips. Relaxing the upper body. Just finding some silence. When you're ready, just start bringing some movement back into your body. Maybe stretching the hands and the fingers. And then when you're ready, rolling onto one side. Pushing up into the seated position. Keeping the eyes closed down. Bringing our hands to prayer position in our third eye. May we have kind and loving thoughts today. As we lower them to our mouth, may we speak kind and loving words today. Lowering our hands to our heart center. May we have kind and loving intentions today. Always to ourselves and to others. Namaste.